When men did come through, they did talk to me, and I was very, very against it. In fact, I sat through that meeting and told them that what they were suggesting was going to get people hurt. And I was wrong. I was wrong big time. I went to Norway. I got to see everything that they were doing. And it wasn't until I got to meet Oregon and California and talk to them about what they were doing that it started changing my perception about what it is we can do with these guys.
When I first heard about Amend, I thought it's Norwegian principles, it's not going to work here. We are learning from them, we're taking some things from them, but we are modifying it how it's going to work for us.
There's harder populations that use Amend in California, and it's working there. And so there's no reason why it won't work in our system. Communication increases security, but the culture of us, when you come to work in DOC, is now you can't have those types of interactions. It's like, I can only talk to that incarcerated for a couple minutes and then I gotta move them on. That's not necessarily the better way of running a prison.
When we do have conversations with these guys at the cell front, it's limited to a time frame.
I just yard and showered, that's it. I fed them, pulled them out for their hour yard, put them in the shower for their 20-minute shower, and then put them back in their house. Very little interaction.
And now, this time frame that we've been given is unlimited. We can spend 2 hours, we can spend 4 hours.
But you've came to the table, and every time we talk, you always come to the table and you're very respectful and you're honest, but you didn't let the power and the ego overtake who Bolden was.
Yeah.
And you were going through your stuff with your cancer stuff, and you were gone for that long time. You know, we always asked, how's Bolden doing? And then we saw you come back, and he was like, he's back.
Yeah.
He's like, he's doing good. So I appreciate the time that you take to try to make a positive impact here.
Yeah.
Because residents, I can't do it by myself, and the guys I associate with, we can't do it unless we have conduits. You know, guys like you that are willing to sit down and do this. Mm-hmm. It's just totally different how you interact with each other.
You understand what we're trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish with all of this.
Yeah.
So, you know.
We don't want to regress.
No,
No.
100%.
No.
So,
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good. Bam. Fist bump.
The whole idea with Amend is just to have positive interactions with the incarcerated, respectfully, and how we would anybody else, and in return we get that back.
With Amend, they talk about dynamic security, and it's that relationship with the individuals that you work with where you have conversations. They're personal but not private, and it helps you gauge where people are at and what's going on in your unit and what's going on in your surroundings.
I was working in a housing unit. There were some tensions in the unit, and there's a incarcerated individual in there that I had a decent rapport with, and he said, I just want to let you know, Graham, that if something happens in here, I'll make sure that you make it out of here. So that's what dynamic security is.
A resource team is a group of individuals who are working to change correctional culture, and our goal is to ensure that successful transitions occur so we can reduce the amount of recidivism within the prison system.
We actually are asking the questions like, why are you here? How can we help you go back out there? What do you like to do as a person before you came to prison? What makes you you?
You're really diving into any roots of any cause. We really don't know why they're doing what they're doing, but now we have the opportunity to and fix that.
I get to come out for a couple hours and play games. And not only that, I get help from the officers. They bring me stuff for jobs and housing for when I get out. Having officers care like these guys do, it helps a lot with mental stability. And some guards might think of inmates as just a nobody or whatever. I'd encourage them to talk to the inmates and actually get to know them like these officers have done for me. We're not all here trying to just be bad people, you know, we're trying to change our lives. Some of us actually, I just want to do better. And it gives me another view of the officers.
When I engage with an incarcerated individual, I want them to see me for who I am, not see my badge. And in turn, I want staff members to see them for who they are as a human and not just another guy in a set of coveralls. Because the one thing that we all have in common is humanity. We are all human, and we all want more humanity in our lives.
it's worth its salt. It's such a cool concept and idea, and it's not only going to make our lives better and decrease the stress that we feel on a day-to-day basis, but it's going to give a little bit more purpose to the job that we do. They teach you so much. They expose you to so much, and it just got me really more excited to do the job that we do.
I'd appreciate it if you guys, open up this program everywhere, and inmates would love it. I'm pretty sure the ones that are incarcerated in the hole that think they got nobody, it's a good program.
I get asked too, sometimes by staff, do I believe in it, like doing the program? And I absolutely believe in the program because I can see the benefit of what I do.
My team and I every day take a calculated risk to change people's lives for the better. We work with dangerous people, and we're putting ourselves out there to improve their lives, to improve their families' lives, to improve the relationships that they're going to have with their mothers, their fathers, their children, their grandparents.
My confidence, self-esteem, and overall belief in myself was low, so I thought nobody was going to hire me at all. All I could see was all my flaws. I could see the value that I brought to the world. Now I feel like I have a fighting chance to succeed in the world, and I also feel like I'm obligated to make them proud and not let them down after what they've done to help me. I really value and enjoy this program. I benefit from this program so much in many ways, and I would like to think that the staff benefit from me too. I get released in 90 days.
You take an individual who's been in the restricted housing unit for a long period of time. They spend 23 hours a day in a small cement room. They go to the yard, they go to the shower, use a phone, and then one day it's time for them to leave. And they just walk them out and say, all right, good luck, see you later. So we're not really, at that point, we weren't setting people up for success, in my opinion. And now we have actually a hands-on experience now where we can help set them up to be a better neighbor when they get out in our community.